evil scuba dive. Quadeca, baby steps. Let's go. I don't know what he's saying in that part of the song, but it really doesn't matter to me because it's so whimsical. That melody is so playful and beautiful and childlike. And for a song called Baby Steps, bro, this really does feel like listening to an audible, like, baby picture. You know how, like, the wind will come in and, like, sprawl open the book in a very enchanting fairy tale-like fashion or whatever? That was the imagery I was getting in my head. That's what the song felt like as it was unfolding. It feels like Quadeca is giving us something really cozy and really personal here. And that's, you know, definitely a far cry from Vanisher, which was so intense, magnum opus-y, giant, all-encompassing. That was, like, sort of like his Odyssey. This seems more of, like, the 180. Like who he is on his front porch when the Odyssey is finished. Obviously, those lyrics are referencing youth and looking at your life and who you're going to become and etc. And that song is almost looking at growing up, and growth is just existential. It's looking at it as almost an inevitable destruction of your baby self. There's a sense of frolic, there's a sense of freedom. It's like the rest of your life is yours, like you get to go out and explore and adventure, etc. But at the same time, you know, the rest of your life is not where you were. What you were in the past is you can't bring that into the future. You have to change, you have to grow, you have to step into a new ideation of yourself to a certain extent. And it seems like the two singles we've gotten off of Life 1 seem to have this through line of ideation and persona and like who you are and growing up. Like in Dark Magic, you had like dilapidated little grapefruit looking human being thing that Quadeca's holding around, I'm guessing, which is like a metaphor for his creative self. That's the ideation of what Quadeca is. And then Baby Steps feels like more of like, who is Ben Lasky? Who's the guy behind Quadeca? I don't know. What I'm really intrigued by more than anything is like Life 1. Why Life 1? Why that name for the album? Baby Steps is very interesting. You know, it seems like it's showcasing the slow sort of passage of time side of life. The last 20 seconds of that song actually kind of really, you know, brought it together, because it's like, what does the rest of your life look like? It's going to look like a lot of twiddling on your guitar. It's going to look like a lot of gazing into the sunset. It's going to be making plans and then cutting them short because you got distracted on just relaxing or taking your time, or, you know, maybe you took the scenic route on the way to the gym and now you got to cut the gym short. You know, so much of life is us trying to do things and trying to get up and like muster up the energy to get something done during the day, but really it's the getting to the thing that needs to be done where life exists. You know what I mean? It's the 20-minute drive to get to the gym that is the same life experience as actually being in the gym. You're the consciousness, you're the existence behind it. Are you any less productive if you spend an extra 5 minutes going the scenic route to get to your destination? I don't know if I'm articulating myself quite the right way here, but hopefully you can kind of understand what I'm trying to get down here. This song is kind of showcasing this idea of life is in the in-between moments. It's that last 20 seconds twiddling at the end of your song on the acoustic guitar, not the song itself. Sure, the song itself exists, right? But you have to have these little moments in between. That is life. It's a very potent message, and the last 20 seconds of that song just reinforced the potency a hell of a lot more than if that wasn't there. Like, the song could have just ended, right? But you have 20 seconds of Quadeca twiddling on his acoustic guitar, literally just sort of like existing. It's painting Life 1 as sort of an album that is going to exist to embrace a sense of self, sense of identity within life, and also, you know, who are you when you're not doing anything, when you're just existing, when you are simply just admiring time alone with yourself. Personally, I love feeling productive. I love being productive. Half the reason I'm making this video is because I have to drive to the gym and I have to do something in between my sets at the gym. So why not react to the Quadeca single on the way to the gym and edit the video in between the sets for like an hour and a half, and then I'll just have a product out of nowhere, almost subconsciously. Like, that's an aspect of myself that I enjoy. I enjoy producing. I enjoy just doing things, but I'm definitely like a productivity addict. So what this song is like kind of giving me is like, do I need to be productive every time, every day? Could I have not recorded this video? Could I not edit it at the gym? Do I have to be this? Do I have to feel like I have something to say? I don't know, but I value it. You know, this is my life. This is what I chose to do. I chose to press record on this video. I chose to edit it. I chose to press post. Does that mean I'm escaping the, the in-between moments of life by turning what could be an in-between moment, a drive to the gym, into a moment itself, recording a video. Is that what I'm running from in the moment? Or is it my free conscious decision to make a moment out of something that wouldn't necessarily be remembered as a moment in 5 days from now, but I decidedly turned it into one? Every 20-minute increment of your day could be remembered as a completely holistic, different adventure if you really want to think of it like that. But does every 20-minute increment of your day have to be an adventure? Can you just like chill out? Can you just rest? Can you not do anything? If you're not being productive, if you're not doing anything, do you truly exist? Who are you when you don't do anything? You know what I mean? Like, your action is non-action. So you don't have like, if existence precedes essence, you are existing, sure, but you're not creating an essence of yourself. You're just there, you're experiencing. I don't know, why is this getting like a little bit existential? I don't really know. This song just got me thinking though. Indulge me if you will. But that's just an interesting thought that's coming to my mind here. You know what I mean? Like, is the 20 minutes where you don't do anything, you just sit there and experience, worth any less than the 20 minutes where you're doing everything in your power to actualize a version of yourself, or like you're working on something, or you're building something, or you're doing something? Jean-Paul Sartre had this quote where he said, like, a cow is essentially a machine, right, of just what they do every day, and they can only do like 3 things. They can moo, they can mate with each other, and they can choose when to eat and graze and where they lay down in their grass pasture, etc. Like that's a cow. A cow is a machine for doing like those things. But a human is also a machine. It's just he has an infinite amount of vectors to actualize himself as a completely different machine than the person next to him, because he has opposable thumbs, imagination, creativity, control over his free will. The human being has language. The human being is allowed to move. The human being is allowed to get in a car and drive 5 hours to a different state and make a new life in any given moment if he wants to. The human can essentially turn itself into whatever it wants to become. And if existence precedes essence, that means you exist, you aren't anything, and you choose what you are by what you do day to day with your actions, with your rhythms, etc. Like, I am, quote unquote, a YouTuber now simply because I chose to make this YouTube video driving on the way to the gym and editing it in between the sets. Because I inducted those actions into my day, that effectively makes me a YouTuber, right? But if I didn't do that and I just, listen to the song 3 times on the way to the gym and then did the gym listening to other music or whatever, I would be somebody who listens to music and goes to the gym. So I have no access to calling myself a YouTuber in that alternate reality, right? I have no access, I have no right to base my identity in that, since I didn't do the rhythms, since I didn't do the bit of actually being what a YouTuber is, which is somebody who records and then posts, right? If I didn't do that, I don't have the audacity to call myself that. But if I do that, then I can. So effectively, I have gamed myself into a different ideation of myself just based off of 2 actions I did: record the video on the way to the gym and edit it at the gym and post it when I get home. 3 actions. I have essentially turned myself into a machine to review this music and then post it in just these 25 minutes, right? And I could have just not. I could have just like not done it. I could have not been the quote unquote productive personality. If this even is productive, is it productive to just talk in front of a camera? Or is it the fact that an action is being taken that we call it productive? There's really nothing productive about this. It's just I pressed, play, I pressed go. All things considered, this is the same thing as me just sitting in my car right now not talking. It's like Schrodinger's cat. Like, nobody else is in this car right now. If someone else is walking outside, they could assume I'm just sitting in my car right now, just like not doing anything. But really what I'm doing is recording the final seconds of a music review kind of video, music yap video. But it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, at the end of the bit, I'm still a dude in his car, right? We're still all people on earth who are going to die. So does it matter what we do with our time? I don't know. I guess not. But at the same time, it does, because you're here anyways. Like, time will pass. So what do you want to do? What do you want to do? Do you want to relax? Do you want to produce something? Do you find relaxation in producing? I don't know. Like, this is technically me relaxing, listening to music, sitting in a chair, in a comfy leather chair in America. God bless my privilege. I was born in a country where I'm not fighting a giant war, and I get to make a Quadeca yap video for 20 minutes of my day. Thank God that this is technically quote unquote work. Like, this is quote unquote something that requires action to finish and actualize and put out there, but it's relaxing. Like, it's not not strenuous. It's just doing it, and it's wanting to do it. And if you want to do it, that's inherently relaxing because it's something you want to do. So your soul is relaxed. It's not like you're under the gun or you have to do something or there's a due date or anything. I can take my time. I can talk for as long as I want. But then again, is it even productive to make the YouTube video? What if the YouTube video doesn't have value? What if nobody cares, right? Then it wasn't productive. You could say it's technically a waste of time to make the YouTube video, but is it a waste of time if I wanted to do it? Because then it's relaxation, but it's productivity, or I don't know. Maybe it's relaxation from the fact that I think I'm doing something productive when really I'm just relaxing in the idea of being productive when I'm not. I don't know. Okay. That's what's on my mind. That's what Quadeca is giving me with this single. I guess we can end the yap here. Musically, that's beautiful. Philosophically, that got me yapping. Excited for Life 1. Looks like Quadeca's life maxing. I'm life maxing myself at the moment, doing something I want to do spontaneously. Hopefully you're life maxing out there as well. Do something that brings you joy. Do something spontaneous. That's what this shit is all about. That's what life is, man. The juice of life is just doing things that everybody else would think is kind of like off, you know? That's why you're here, is to do the things that turn you on that nobody else gets turned on by. For me, it's making this YouTuber, putting on the sunglasses, throwing on a LARP real quick, and talking about a Quadeca single. And damn, I wouldn't have it any other way, man. It's a beautiful Wednesday. Cheers. Thank y'all for watching. That's some thoughts. That's some opinions. That's some Thank you for indulging the bit, the evil scuba diver agenda, and I will see y'all in the next one, okay? Okay, sounds good.